wooden emojis.
Good evening.
Good evening.
This is take 2 of a video that I tried to do 2 days ago, and for the first time in absolutely ages, I had technical difficulties.
Ooh, it happens to the best of us.
It does,
darling.
yes, well, there we go. Oh, well. So, I will try and recount what I said the last time. What is there to say about the Wedding of River song? Is it like the Beatles song, you may have heard this before, And Your Bird Can Sing, which a piece of criticism always stuck with me about that song, which is the rapping is amazing, but there's not much of a present inside, but that's okay. Is it like that? And the answer is yes, but that doesn't really matter. Because ultimately, I think that Moffat's got the chutzpah, I love that word, to pull off a smorgasbord. I used that word last time as well. A smorgasbord of weird images and ideas and payoffs and all this kind of thing that propel us to a resolution to a series that, let's be perfectly honest, in lesser hands, and it's not an it was all a dream ending, but it does feel a bit like it was all a dream ending, doesn't it? Because it was always the test selector there. I don't think there was... You know, you could kind of guess it earlier in the season, but likewise, I was pretty sure on the beach they said it's definitely the Doctor, it's not a shape-changing robot. So, I think Moffat, unless I've missed something, and tell me in the comments below if I have, I think he's playing, ever so close to the edge of getting away with this. But the sheer charisma of Matt Smith, this amazing TARDIS team, who we almost get presented in a different light, and therefore that's absolutely fantastic. Ian McNeese coming back as Churchill, which is a weird call, but it works for me because, I really like that performance. The whole mishmash of images at the start, it all just sort of works. I think despite, it's almost trying to bite off more than it can chew. But it just about holds it together. And like with Davis's stuff, really, it's kind of the emotional drive of it that pulls it to its conclusion. The desperate need of River to save the Doctor, but the Doctor's already got his plan. And so the Doctor, it's almost callous that there's this wedding that's set up and it's treated like a real thing, but it has lies at the heart of it. That's an odd resolution, but the symbolism of it still works. You get Amy forgetting Rory again, calling back to the last season, but that holds together. The fact that Amy does remember the Doctor and the joyousness of them being reunited. The whole bit at the start with Matt Smith, the Doctor, going through all this this rigmarole to try and work out what's going on, all that kind of thing. Look up Doctor Who Season 6. Do it now for me, please. Because I need a list of episodes. So Matt Smith's second season. I really feel that...
What about it?
Oh, well, we're going to have to talk to the season in a minute. I really feel that the season just about holds it all together, and it kind of works as an ending, and I don't really care anyway because I don't really care anyway. However... No, that sounds callous. I don't care anyway because I'm so wrapped up in this character and these characters that as long as I have a good time, then I'm all right with it. And this, it's trying at my sort of storytelling logic bones, but it's okay. Few character points I want to touch upon. The whole River Song thing, I think it works and it resolves itself nicely, and I love the part where she comes back and sees Amy and they do the whole spoiler conversation and how their relationship kind of just about works in a really weird way now, because that issue from earlier on in the season, it is addressed to, you took my baby away and that's why she kills... Sorry, go on.
I'm a bit annoyed about the Amy baby thing.
Go on then.
Because in reality,
Yeah.
this means that she'll never be able to have another baby.
No, why?
Because how could you have another baby after you've had that experience? It's horrific.
Well, That is true, actually.
And that means she's actually been robbed of the experience of being a mother. to
Mother,
this
yeah,
small
she's been
child.
robbed of motherhood. Yeah.
And that's really cruel because that's literally my favourite thing to be.
That's a very good shout. And I do think that this is Doctor Who playing very close to the edge of what is
It's better
okay.
written by a man, though, who doesn't understand the importance of being a mother.
Well, you know, it'd be interesting to see what Sue Virtue said about it, because, you know, Moffat and his wife work very closely together. I'd be intrigued to know what the women in this... But anyway, there we go. I can't disagree with that. I do think that this is a time when Moffat is really pushing hard at the edge of what Doctor Who can be. But on the surface level, at least, that lovely scene at the end when Amy and River are together and they have that moment of resolution there, that works. The other thing about it, which is I don't get the whole Doctor Who shouty thing at the end. That just hiding in plain sight, very meta, yes, because it's called Doctor Who, yes, very clever, but
is it something to do with needing to know his name?
But you see that, and that ties in with the story. I've just told you my name. He hadn't told her name. He said, "Look in my eye, and there's Tessellate." So obviously the name has significance, but why? Oh, because no, because he says, you know, the Doctor, the Trenzalore, and he'll say his right. Okay, there are issues here, but anyway, I'll forgive it.
Some more big brain thinking.
I need to revisit that. How much does Trenzalore play into that? First mention of Trenzalore. That's a big thing to come up. Probably. I've never seen the episode after this, but you'll know I know it's confusing. I know. Yes, I know. Right. The other thing is this, a big character point before we get onto that list, which is the Doctor has now convinced everybody in the universe that he's dead. Well, obviously he hasn't, because it doesn't make any sense. If you travel in, it doesn't make any sense at all. So it's a symbolic gesture. What's a symbolic gesture of? This idea that the Doctor's got too noisy and he needs to pull back a bit. I can really get on board with that, because I think there's a danger when you've had this programme going on for as long as it does.
Did Dave pretend to do that and make everyone forget?
When?
I vaguely recall.
There's a couple of times that it happens. In fact, it's going to happen, not that I've seen the next two episodes, but it's going to happen again soon. And it's... Yeah. But I get the point, which is you have to lower the stakes now and again. Yeah, you can't always go at 110 miles an hour. And 21st century Doctor Who suffers for that. You look at the sort of sequence of RTD season closers, everyone has to ramp up, because... So I do think that there's an idea that you can just back off a bit. It's what they try and do. I've not seen these episodes, so I can't mention it. But I do think that there's a logic to what Moffat's trying to do there, even though it makes no logical sense whatsoever. I'm okay with it, because I just think it sets us up for something different to follow, and hopefully that will all come together nicely. That's good. So as a resolution for the season, fine. I'm putting a bit of goodwill in terms of this plot, but I'm just reveling in the nonsense and the noise of it and the joy of it and the payoffs and the characters. There's just so much to enjoy when you're investing in these characters. One more thing I would say, though, is does this mean anything to anybody who's not seen the last 2 years of Doctor Who? Probably not. Right, so that's the end of the season. Lib, that list, please.
Oh, hang on a minute.
Let us do our routine end of season check-in with whether this season was any good.
What do you want me to tell you?
I want you to tell the episodes, please.
In order.
Yes, please.
Christmas Carol.
Yeah, not that one.
The Impossible Astronaut.
Yeah, so Impossible Astronaut, Day of the Moon. Brilliant. Brilliant?
Yes.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Next.
Curse of the Black Spot.
Jeez, why?
I don't make the rules.
Awful.
The Doctor's Wife.
Oh, well, it's just one of the greatest of ever.
Rebel Flesh.
Rebel Flesh and the Also People. I mean, solid, gritty, good sci-fi, good Doctor Who.
Creepy.
Yeah. Next.
Good Man Goes to War.
Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Brilliant.
Let's Kill Hitler.
Let's Give Her. Loved it.
Night Terrors.
So, I love tonight's Terrors this run through. I think on a different day, I'd think, really? And that Sandifer review, which I linked to, made me go, oh yeah, this is why this didn't sit with me comfortably the first time round. And she's bang on, as she always is. But that's not the point. I really enjoyed it the last time. It terrified you, didn't it? We had to stay up another hour after watching that.
I have nothing further to say.
Okay.
The Girl Who Waited.
Oh, I think The Girl Who Waited is a beautiful episode. But yeah, okay, go on.
The God Complex.
God, I really enjoyed the God Complex. Yeah, go on.
Closing Time.
Good romp. It was the romp that the season needed, but it probably...
It's the only real romp as far
Well, you know,
as
it Curse of the Black Spot should have been a romp. There's a miss... It's a lumpy...
Someone was having a migraine that day. I think.
Yeah.
And then The Wedding of River Song.
Which, yeah, was great. So I think, overall, it was a very good season, but there were... I don't quite know. But then again, I never complained when it was the start of Tom Baker, and you had, you know, all the gothic horror story after story after story. Yeah, good season. Good season?
Not my favourite, but fine.
Better than his first?
No, I loved his first.
Okay, fine. Vincent and the Doctor, and yeah, okay, fine.
But I love him.
Oh gosh, he's
I
so
have nothing
good.
bad to say about Matt Smith.
He's so good.
He does Alien.
But he does, but that moment at the end of the next episode, this will make sense in a minute, where he cries.
Yeah.
And he's made the point of saying that's a human. He says humany woomany or something stupid like that, and there is that connection there, isn't there? There's that learning about himself through his companions, which is something that the Doctor's always, you know.
He's a beautiful, beautiful man.
Oh, he's just so good. He's just so good. And he loves Doctor Who. And I love Matt Smith. Yeah, bring Matt Smith back. Anyway, enough of this. Enough of this. Thank you so much for your time this evening. You are now going to watch something that I've already said. Enjoy. And then at some point soon, more good stuff. Yes, bye.